Hi, hotties, kettles, tea stirs. Y'all here for hot tea. All commentary is alleged, and in my opinion, this is for entertainment purposes only. Y'all know, hold on, let me get my banners up. Y'all know we have to come and we got to talk about this, right? Because a lot of, okay, so I've been seeing a lot of comments about this situation right here. And oh my gosh, it is so interesting to me, a lot of the dialogue that's been going on surrounding what's her name, Teeny, and Rob and his mom. And we just got to talk about this. Some of y'all want me to talk about this. Some of y'all have DM'd me the clips over on OMFG Reality TV, which you can find over on Instagram. I checked it out, and I've been keeping up with Love After Lockup for I've been keeping up with it, but I haven't like really been keeping up with it. But when this happened, I'm like, hold on now, hold on. It's a lot going on, and we're gonna have to talk about it. So thank you everybody that is in the chat. Y'all make sure y'all like the video. Do not give hating asshole vibes, okay? It just please don't give hating asshole vibes, okay? Y'all go ahead and tap. Hold on, let me do that because I do have it. I do have that saved. Hold on. Y'all make sure y'all like the video.
Oh, that's cute. Let us know. Now, look, y'all know y'all supposed to be tapping the screen. This is how we do our lights. Tap the screen. Okay. No. Oh, that's cute.
Okay, so hey Marsha. So Marsha says, and this is just her responding to the title of the video, because the title of the video says, is it okay to put your hands or put hands on your mother-in-law? And so Marsha, one of the first people to hop in the chat, and she says, hell yeah, when the mother-in-law has been past disrespectful and keep acting like she want to try you. So the last straw is she going to get exactly what the F she's looking for. Okay. Because I think this is a very interesting conversation. And I'm telling y'all, okay, we just got to have this dialogue, okay? And I might even get my husband's opinion in here. And I don't know, I might even get his opinion. But Annie says, no, it's not okay if you feel it can get this far. Why be in the relationship? The family is broken and will not work. Okay, that's interesting. Hi, Yana. Hi, Lori. Hi, Angie. Hi, Sonia. And so you say, no, I speak to mine maybe twice a year because I don't like her ways. Right. So you're saying, no, it's not okay to put your hands on your mother-in-law, and you only speak to yours twice a year because you don't like her ways. Okay. Hi, the Haws. Hi, Michelle. Okay, so you say no, never. So you don't believe it's never okay to put your hands on your mother-in-law. Okay. Hi. Thank y'all for joining the chat. So we got to talk about this. So, and I'm gonna play the video, but this is basically what we dealing with, okay? So there's this girl, what is her name, y'all? Teeny, right? There's this girl, Teeny or Tiny. Y'all let me know. Please correct me if I'm wrong, you know? And this is her husband, Rob. Teeny's mama is in the army green shirt, sitting down with the braids. Rob's mom is in the beige t-shirt, okay? So apparently Rob is just now getting out of prison, or he's gotten out of prison, and he is married to Teeny, and apparently Rob and his mother's relationship is kind of weird because his mother hasn't come to visit him the entire time that he's been locked up, but apparently she's been, super involved, or trying to be super involved now that he has been married to Teeny. And that's just kind of how things are being portrayed right now through the screen. And that's also some of the things that they both have been saying. Okay. So I'm assuming this is the first time that the mother is meeting his wife. And so she pops up. Clearly, there's some animosity amongst the two. And they end up getting into this fight because there was this rude back and forth amongst the both of them. And quite frankly, let's just be honest. I will say that Rob's mother antagonize this entire situation. Now, whether it's right to put your hands on somebody's mama or not, we gonna get into it, right? Because I believe it's two sides to the coin, genuinely. And but like I said earlier in this video, I've been seeing a lot of the comments over on social media, and I'm just gonna let y'all know right now, I'm not here to bash Teeny, okay? Or hold on, let me make sure I'm saying this damn lady. Yeah, Teeny. I'm not here to bash her. I'm not here to I'm just here to try to I understand her, right? I understand her. Now, would I ever put my hands on my mother-in-law? I can't see it, right? I can't see it, but I already explained to y'all in one of my previous videos why. Typically because I feel like you should allow a man to lead as a whole. And truth be told, if he cannot set the boundaries amongst everybody and establish the foundation on how everybody go about treating you guys' marriage, that's something that you really got to deal with within your spouse before you get to jumping anywhere else. And in my opinion, with this altercation, there were a few moments where this man could have stepped in and completely dissolved this conflict that was brewing, but he didn't. And my husband said something to me earlier, and I thought that was a good point. And he was basically saying that he felt like, y'all probably hear my cats back there, but he was saying, he felt like the man, has been institutionalized at this point. He's been locked up for 17 years. He gets out. Maybe nobody has ever taught him how to deal with this type of situation or how to stabilize himself or ground himself in this type of situation. And I agree with him, and I felt like it's clear as day he's never dealt with this type of situation. He looked very, very shocked, taken back, in disbelief. And I genuinely, y'all know, I don't like men, right? But I genuinely I felt sorry for him. But at the end of the day, I do feel like he's the problem too. He's a part of the problem. He's a part of the issue. I feel like his mother antagonized this entire situation, and she has this weird, intimate, emotional connection with her son that is not healthy. Because a few things that she was saying in the argument, because I am going to play it for y'all now, don't get it twisted, don't think I'm over here running my mouth for no reason. But some of the things that she was saying, but I just want to say it like this first in case YouTube try to limit my video. I'll be able to clip it and just make this its own separate video. So if y'all see this again, watch the video or engage with it again, because 9 times out of 10 that means YouTube limited this video because I'm going to show the fight. And I would probably have to cut it out in the other one. So basically what I was saying is I feel like his mother antagonized the entire situation. Wait 1 second, you guys, hold on, let me get my cat situated. Okay, but yes, y'all, I'm sorry, I had to remember my point. But she has this weird emotional connection with her son, because in some parts of this altercation, she was screaming, "You stole my son from me." And I thought that was an immediate red flag because I don't understand how mothers get in the headspace of women stealing their sons from them. And this just goes to show that there are a lot of women that raise their sons to be their emotional partners or emotional stand-ins for the men that have abandoned them or left them. That's not necessarily and that's not necessarily a dig toward the woman by saying these men have left them and they use their son. Well, that part is a dig, but it's not a dig by seeing these men have left them, because I'm not necessarily, taking a dig at women's trauma, because I don't believe that's talked about enough. I believe that women carry a trauma, or not a trauma, but they carry I feel like they have abandonment issues, not issues, but there is a sense of abandonment when they are left to raise their children alone. I think that at the end of the day, that is something that should be spoken about within our community, because no matter what, right? I don't believe there's anybody that have children with the expectation of being a single mother and doing it alone and not having a family. I think for the most part that's just what ends up happening. But realistically, if people could choose to have what they believe to be a perfect situation, they would want the help in a loving family dynamic. Hold on, I have to sneeze. Or I think I have to sneeze. I don't know. It's sneaking up on me. So I say that to say, I believe that there is a trauma that women experience when they are left to raise children alone. And sometimes, or a lot of times, when it comes to boy moms, I feel like they use their sons as replacements for those partners, which is why you could see women go all these years without having an actual real relationship. Obviously, they're intimate probably with men throughout the time, but having an actual developing real relationship, you would see, women sometimes, obviously I'm not talking about the bulk of women, but you would see them sometimes go 15 years plus without having any type of relationship or anything, and have the expectation that her son is supposed to always be able to come home and assist her. And what ends up happening is they enable them into being men and being effective leaders in the community, because they're coddling them and they're doing these things to stay emotionally entwined with them in an
inappropriate fashion.
Yeah, in an inappropriate fashion, which ultimately sets them up for failure in relationships with other women, because you're supposed to be raising your son to be a man and be able to create a family and withstand that family. Does that make any sense, baby?
Yeah, it does make sense. You're basically handicapping this man preemptively. He hasn't gotten an opportunity to develop an identity outside of being his mama's boy.
Right.
So when it's time to go into the real world and actually court a woman, you're ill fit.
Right, because the only thing that he's been doing is, courting his mom. I mean, on some weird, it's weird, but I say that to say, so when you hear women say, you stole my son, or come from the aspect of another woman stealing her son, it's completely delusional, because a woman cannot steal your son unless we're talking about kidnapping, right? But realistically, you're always going to be this man's mother, right? But if you're looking at it from a different, more intimate, inappropriate perspective, then you're going to see other women as your competition when it should never be that way, considering he's supposed to be able to create a new family. He has to be able to have a new life, or not a new life, but he has to be able to go out and create a family for himself. That's what men do. That's what people do. They create entire lives for themselves. So boom. I wanted to set the tone for that because you hear her saying these things, and ultimately what it does is let you know her perspective and her mindset as a whole. So let me read some of y'all comments, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play the video, okay? So it says, mother-in-law started it. She is jealous of her daughter-in-law. Her daughter-in-law. Yeah, I agree. Hi, Dorothy. Teeny. Okay, yeah, Teeny. No, I'm sorry. I was just raised to respect my elders. Right. I agree. I was raised to, that's the thing, right? Because I don't have children yet, but I don't believe I'm going to be raising them to respect their elders. And hear me out. I'm going to be raising my children to be respectful as a whole. But I'm not going to, it's levels to this, it's depths to this, but I'm not going to be raising them to see adult figures as authority. And that's the difference, because just because a person is an adult does not mean they are doing the right thing. And the reason why I believe in this is because of how I was raised. Although I was raised, although my dad probably meant the best for me, there were certain things that he was pulling me into that was not good for me. And there were other adults in my life that just because they were adults does not mean that they had my best interests at heart, or that they were good for me. So I don't know. It basically, I'm not going to teach my kids to show respect to somebody that would be, dealing Uggs in front of them. That's not anything to respect. Or I'm not going to teach my children to show respect to, a person that would bully them. So I get what you're saying though, because yes, you should respect your elders. Ultimately, the point is, you show respect, period, especially, because these are your elders. But if there is an elder that would ever run up on me, I don't know. Because I know who my elders are, right? When I look at my elders, I know there are certain things they would never do. Like my grandmother would never run up on a woman 20 years her younger, okay? My mother would never do things that Wanda does or things that Betty do. My mom would never partake in that type of activity. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. Me personally, I'm not gonna respect old ass lady that thinks she can run up on me. Now, if we're having a conversation and there's a disagreement, there's a way that you can respectfully disagree, right? But I don't give a fuck how old you are. If you run up on me, it's gonna be something different. I don't give a damn if you can be 16 years old. If you run your ass up on me, you're gonna get your ass whooped like you a grown ass woman, and that's just what it is. Everybody got to know how to have some self-discipline, and that's just some self-control. Teeny should have walked away like she started to. Rob mom was talking to him and not her. I understood both ladies have issues with each other, and that's the thing, Angie. When we're talking about, and I agree with what you're saying, right? Once she got up and walked away, first of all, I feel like Rob should have went ahead and set some type of boundaries and established a foundation for the way the conversation should have went. And When Teeny walked away, she should have just walked away. When the mom made that slick comment, it was too much. It was too much aggression going back toward the mom. And then the mom jumping up and screaming, "You stole my son." That automatically, that undercover pressure, boom, that's what it is, right? However, when people say when people say, okay, so yeah, because I heard that Rob mom was talking to him, not her, but they're sitting down at a welcome home function and ultimately engaging in an entire conversation. It's genuinely off-putting regardless, and that's what I mean by like respect. It's not fair for this older woman to be able to disrespect her and not have any communication or etiquette and say, but I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to my son. It's a way to be able to engage in a conversation without being tasteless. A simple, I'm not necessarily meaning it like that. I'm just kind of hurt that, it just seems like, I'm just kind of hurt that it just seems like, we aren't as close as I thought we should be. I don't know. There's a certain level of animosity that the mother has that she carried within this entire conversation, and people people can't expect the younger person to be more adult than the older person, and that's often what we get misconstrued as well. It's always respect your elders, and that's absolutely correct, but at what point do we establish boundaries? Because if there is an elder that has grown up without having any boundaries and people have stepped over their boundaries and they think that they should be able to step over your boundaries because people have stepped over their boundaries their entire life, so they think it's normal. Where do we draw the line, right? Because just because that was normal for you does not mean it was normal for me. I mean, yeah, and that's just what it is in life. You can't operate and do things the way that you want to do them just because you've been doing them that way your entire life. And granted, you can, but in certain situations. And I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of depth to this conversation because, it's two sides to the coin, right? It said, Tamster says, if it's not okay for your spouse to put hands on your mom, then why would it be okay for your mother-in-law should receive the same respect as your mom? You can't love your partner and not love who birthed you. I agree. If it's not okay, yeah. Okay. The thing is, right? No, it's not. The thing is, what look if you can see, look at Teeny's mother, right? Teeny's mother would obviously never address her husband in the way that he has. So obviously this isn't I don't feel like I agree with what you're saying as far as you can't love your partner and not love who birthed them. But I disagree with the initial statement simply because it's not okay for a man to put his hands on a woman in general, right? So if we're talking about, Teeny and her husband, to say that it's not okay for him to put his hands on her, it's not okay for him to put his hands on a woman in general. Is it okay for a woman to put her hands on another woman that is trying to fight her? Yes. It don't matter the age. Like, that's what I think. I think that you should not run up on somebody and try to fight somebody and initiate, arguments. I genuinely think that. Like, seriously. I genuinely think that. I don't know. It says, was raised to respect my elders, although I do not have to like some nor be around that kind of energy where I would want to put my hands on someone. I agree. I've never really been around an elder that I actually wanted to put my hands on. You are absolutely right. Because typically I distance myself. You know, I actually genuinely like those elders that be talking all that shit. Even when they don't like me, like I oh my gosh, like I don't know, like I don't know. And but I like those elders, and one thing about them, they ain't never gonna run up on you. I don't know. And they say like little shady things. They don't outright disrespect you. I think that's the difference too. And those are just the women that were, you know, raised with class, because I wholeheartedly believe when you get to a certain age, you should be able to carry on, you know, the way that you want because you've earned the right to do that. However, there's levels to it. You have to be able to be respectful to people in conversations as well. But I don't know. I don't know. Like I'm saying, I'm here for the dialogue because I like it. I like it. I would never hit or disrespect my elders, especially my mom or my mother-in-law. Totally understand. But I don't know now. I always see if my mama-in-law run up on me, I'm gonna fucking run. I'm telling you. However, I don't think it would ever, like, my mother-in-law would not run up on me because my husband would not allow it. Like, that wouldn't, we would have, it would have,
The boundary would have been established.
it would have, I don't know how to explain it, y'all. Like, I don't know how you could get this far. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think the man should have already stepped in regardless.
Yeah, it's our
Because you can't, I'm sorry, sweetie. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it's his responsibility to lay the foundation to how this conversation is gonna go. Because, granted, it's your welcome home party, but this doesn't mean that you have to feel these questions even from your mom. You understand? Like, if this was a conversation that, like, I would have sensed the animosity from my mother in this like in this sense, because even to think back to the facts of the matter, the mom wasn't coming to visit the man when he was in prison, wasn't he? Wasn't
Right, that's what he said.
Wasn't Teeny the one who was keeping track and visiting him when he was in prison? So how can you feel this level of entitlement to my time and my space, but the past 18 years when I was in bondage, you didn't make the sacrifice to be in my presence, but this woman did. So at the end of the day, you're my mom. I love you to death, but you're not going to come and throw your weight around, especially in my marriage or in my relationship. And that's his job. That's his responsibility to be able to lay the line down as far as where and when we're going to have and field these questions or field this conversation. This wasn't the time or place to have this conversation. You have to have the foresight as a man to see that and get ahead of it.
Right. Right. Some Dan Pam said this mama thinks this her man. I would not put my hands on my mother-in-law, but I don't have one like for her, or I don't have to like her. But yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree. Somebody said he was a D-boy. His mama loved that lifestyle of him buying her things, and now he's not a D-boy. She's jealous. He's doing for his now wife and stepkids. Right. Exactly. Basically, raising their sons to take care of them rather than establishing themselves as men. You know, teaching them to make investments as men, teaching them, you know, to prioritize saving and, you know, like doing the things that requires being a man. Like, eventually you got to buy a house for yourself. You got to do all of these things, you know, keep a job, like responsibilities, organization, all of these things. But she just strikes me as the type of mother that didn't teach him those things because she was benefiting from, you know, him doing what a man is supposed to be doing for her. Like, I don't know. Or what she's supposed to be doing for herself. I don't know. Doesn't sound normal either. The relationship son/mother may have. Right. The energy was off from the time mama showed up when she hollered out, "Bitch, I want my son back." Ma'am, say what now? Exactly. The statement his mom was making were weird. Exactly. Very weird. Very like I dream. Like, it's just some weird shit. The whole family has a codependent to Rob. They love the fast money he provided for them all. Exactly. It's about money for the mother, from what he said. She really did. That's what I'm seeing. He thinks it's about money, but it's obviously deeper, considering what she said. You stole my son from me. It's deeper, considering, here's a person, she wasted all her time. I think it's about the money for her, him taking care of her as if he was her man. But yeah, I agree with you. It's about the money. It's about all of it. Didn't come to see him as if she accepted the money from his criminal lifestyle. Then why not go and see him once he got caught? Exactly. That ain't Tiny fault. Late was bucking for a squabble. Or Kate. Her name, Kate was bucking for a squabble. Kate suffered from emotional incest. That's what the word I was looking for. Thank you, Carmen. That's what I was looking for. This is not a actual condition as it relates to Rob. Yeah, I agree. It has nothing really to do with Rob and more to do with her. I agree. She never went to go see her son in 17 years. That's crazy. Exactly. While accepting the money when he was living that lifestyle and then expecting it like more again is crazy. My niece is actually married to a man whose mother is exactly like Rob's mom. Needless to say, they are now separated. That's what it'll do to you if he don't establish any boundaries. I agree. Not much. And the wife said she could ride with her, but she would bring up the ex. Oh wait, y'all having a conversation. I was wondering what job or where did he get money from to help anyone while he was in prison. They make a lot of money behind bars. You'll be surprised. I know, girl. They be getting money, child. It's actually scary. For the thumbnail question, she was absolutely wrong. Don't put your hands on my mama. Girl, your mama better not run up on me. Because I know my mama not going to run up on nobody. My mama, child, my mama not going to do that. I'm sorry, this is not the type of mama that deserved that kind of respect. As a 53-year-old, I get it. But this is not that. She disrespected this lady by saying his ex-girlfriend looked out for her. I get what you are saying, but showing respect. So if she cussed me off, she could get cussed out. But I wouldn't mush my mother-in-law in the face. I would walk away. I agree. I agree. I don't know if I can mush my... I don't know now. I don't know, man. I don't know. Me personally, I don't know if I could put my hands on my mother-in-law. However, I feel like it wouldn't have got that far. Like, I know I could put my hands on my mother-in-law. I'm telling you, I could put my hands on anybody that run up on me. That's all I'm saying. If you run up on me, I'm gonna hit you. I'm not even playing. Like, I'm not even playing. Because I was raised by respectable women. My fucking mother would never, ever, ever, ever do that. My mother would never do that. My grandmother would never do that. I've seen my grandmother, mind you, I am the daddy side of some people, right? Because I have an uncle, and y'all know the rumors about the daddy side, right? And there have been people that have not liked my grandmother or whatever because of, her role she played with over coddling my uncles or whatnot. And she has never been the mother to get like involved in that. The best she'll do is watch the kids, okay? Y'all finna go argue, okay, give me the kids. Or if they want to call my grandma and talk about the stuff that's going on in their relationship, like, child, look, girl, just bring me the kids, child, and you go do what you gotta do, because it don't matter what my grandma would tell them, they still wanted to be with him. So, girls, I don't know what you want me to do, okay? So, I don't know. My grandma just would never be involved in that way. And I think it's also, I don't know, she got too many kids. Girl, please. Rob X gave his mom money, so she liked her more. Teeny doesn't give her anything. She doesn't like Teeny, and oh well. And you know, Teeny probably have some insight. Like, he's probably a lot more vulnerable with her. She probably knows certain pieces about him that really affected him, and it involved his mother. And that, you know, that could also be a reason why she don't give her anything. He probably sat down and told her, you know, you give her some one thing and she gonna always have her hand out. She done drained me emotionally, financially. And, you know, he's having those conversations with his wife. According to the Bible, when a man marries a woman, they become one. Therefore, a man shall leave his father and his mom. Exactly. No. The thing is, though, she didn't get in Teeny's face. Teeny got in the mom's face and mushed her first. I agree, right? Well, no, hold on, pause. The thing is, Teeny turned around and asked her, what is your problem? She didn't necessarily get in her face. Hold on. The mama stood up and screamed and got in her face and said, you stole my son. And then Teeny mushed her. I feel like the mushed was a knee-jerk reaction, but regardless, it shouldn't have happened. I genuinely feel like it shouldn't have happened. Like, girl, you should not have hit this man mama. You should not have hit this man mama. All right. Now, I feel like it'd be different if his mama was to like run up on her and try to fight her. Like, girl, all bets are off. So yeah, I get what you're saying. Lies, more lies. Then I blame the son. Yes, I blame the son as well. But don't be disrespectful. It wasn't her son money from my understanding, but I would not like my mother-in-law to keep bringing up the ex-girlfriend, especially now that I'm the wife. Right, I wouldn't like that either. Exactly, she's his wife. Okay. Let me see, how many more? Okay, let me try to get through the, okay, because this wasn't the first time, so I wouldn't have even invited her. I wouldn't be around her again, period. I would tell my husband, that's your mom. You visit her. I don't have to. Right. And then typically they end up seeing it for themselves. But somebody said, girl, I'm not fighting no old lady, especially not my boyfriend's mother. I agree. Right. I'm not going to fight no old ass lady either. Worst kid. Well, I don't know. If you run up on me, I'm going to whoop your ass. Like, no, it depends, right? You're right, though. I don't know, Kim. I don't know, because I can't, if an old ass lady run up on me to fight me, I'm going to laugh. Like, I'm going to be like, hold on, lady. Like, what is your problem? Like, I'm literally going to laugh. But if she is like for real trying to like fight me, I'm going to fucking whoop your ass. Like, I don't know what your problem is. And don't be getting them old ladies twisted. Them hoes be knowing how to fight. So don't get it twisted. Just because she old don't mean she won't whoop your ass. If you let her connect, she might knock your ass out. So that's all I'm saying. Yes, you are right, damn Pam. Hell, my mother-in-law used to call me by the ex name on purpose to get under my skin. Girl. See, and that's why I don't play that. We're not doing all that. See, Okay, so you think she initiated the fight. Okay. She didn't have to run up on her. She was dead wrong. Okay. Yep. You right. No man is going to let wife or girlfriend out their put their hands on his mother, period. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. Like, what are you talking about? Men, they hate their mothers. I'm not trying to be mean. Typically, the men that are like this, they don't like their mothers. So they are looking for women to intervene. And that's why I always tell women, do not get with no man that cannot establish boundaries within his family, or else you are going to be fighting the family for him because he doesn't want to do it. So yes, they will. Like, yes. What are you talking about? Men, they can't stand their mothers. Have you seen Blueface? Look at all Blueface's mother has done for him. He hates his mama. But look at what she's tried to do for them. Genuinely. Had him in, football, had him in all these activities and everything. And he literally let Krishan knock her out. Fight her. Literally. Fight her. You understand? This is why I be saying, like, y'all think like y'all are doing these men justice by coddling them, but realistically they end up hating y'all because they get in the world and they realize they not effective men in or leaders. They don't fit in society. You didn't teach them shit but how to be up under you, and then they grow up resenting y'all. And I'm saying y'all if you are this type of mother like her. So I know you think that ain't no man going, ain't no, yeah, you right. No real man is going to let his wife or girlfriend put hands on his mother, but I don't agree with that. I don't think a real man would allow it to get this far, but a real man understands that you are human, and that's how I think, okay? But you're right, Blueface is not a real man. I didn't read that long enough. I mean, I read that too fast. Once hands are used on anyone, how do you come back from that? I couldn't face my kids or my man getting that trigger to fight my mother-in-law. I agree. I don't know, y'all. I don't got no kids, all right? I'm Gen Z, okay? I'm Gen Z. You're right. The mama didn't run up on her. She stood up in her face. I don't know. Let's get into it. We're going to watch it. We're going to watch it. Teeny did what her husband told her to do. This. Right here. So let's get into it, y'all. Let me go ahead and drop this. Let me drop this because y'all know I be forgetting to drop this. And then, but yeah, like she's an old ass lady. Like, girl, you trying to run up on this girl and look at the, not run up on her. Okay, y'all right. Lies more lies. She didn't run up on her, but she stood up in the girl face. I don't know. I don't know. Let's look at it. We finna look at it right now. Baby, you want to give your thoughts?
Yeah, I do.
Let me let my husband give his thoughts, because I don't know.
Like, I don't condone the interaction that they had. And I think that, what's his name?
Rob.
I think that Rob could have did more to intervene. I think he could have did more to let these boundaries be established. Like, I don't think he knew his mom was going to want to address this conversation at this point in time. But the fact that he was just sitting there like a little ass boy, just scared. Like, he didn't speak up. He ain't stand up. He ain't try to really intervene until the hands was getting thrown. I think that if he was able to interject, speak up, have some heart, and just make it clear to his mom and make it clear to his wife that we don't need to even have this conversation right here. It needs to be more oriented on, I'm back, I'm home. Let's enjoy each other's space. We don't need to be sitting here debating about this right now. If you want to talk about this, we can have this conversation another day. Today needs to be a day of enjoyment. Today needs to be a day of us celebrating that our family union is back together. It shouldn't be about who did what and trying to be divisive, because that's all that this ends up being, is divisiveness and the family being split.
Mm-hmm. And hold on, before we even get into that, look how hurt he was. Look at him. Look at him. He is hurt. He is distraught.
He's like, this is the two women I love in my
life. He cannot
fighting.
believe this.
Yeah, this is not what I want.
Okay.
You didn't think I was gonna show up, did you?
We really didn't, to be honest.
We didn't know. Y'all know. I'm gonna have to do it like this now.
Whoa,
Y'all know
I didn't
that.
expect my mom to come. I was just thinking she was just like everyone else. She couldn't make it.
I did not expect Rob's mom to show up. But, you know, she's here, so that's fine.
Well, I'm gonna get a drink and let the mamas meet. Come on, kids.
Mama, this is my mama. Charlene.
That's her
It's a
mom.
pleasure to meet you.
And I'm happy.
Your hair is beautiful.
Thank you.
Love it. So how's the food?
Good. Mom, give me another hug.
I love you. We've been good.
Just enjoying the welcome home party. A lot of people didn't show up, so
Thank you.
I'm glad you showed up. You just
Right,
made
I'm
it
glad
better.
I'm showing up. I'm here for you, but man, you need to talk. I don't like the way you've been treating me. You know what I mean? Like, I feel so
I mean, and I don't know, even like this, starting it out like this, me and you need to talk. I don't know. Somebody said also, is something wrong with them? with him. Even though the got into it, the wife said, I'm good. I don't have to have a relationship with your mom, but please work on your relationship with her. You need to. Exactly. But I guarantee you, the mama is probably going to push him closer and closer to her, because he's going to realize, like, she is just a vindictive person. Like, it's really not about anything other than her being a nasty person. Let me see. Somebody said, and if I was the man, I would divorce her ass and would distance from my mama too. Yeah. Well, I don't know about that. I think it's a lot to be said, because I'm just the type of person. I genuinely believe in, like, being human. If my daddy was to run up on my husband, first of all, we've actually had an instance like that.
Yeah, we have.
We've had an instance like that, and I expect my husband to whoop his ass. Let me stop.
Shut up.
No, I don't really think that. But what I'm saying is, because I'm telling y'all, look, my stepdad actually, my husband and my stepdad fought. This is why I was like, oh my gosh, like, we gotta have this conversation. Hold on, y'all, my kitten's getting in here. But my husband and my stepdad, they had fought. My stepdad initiated a fight with my husband. Like, so, I mean, the fuck? Like, what are we talking about? You running up on my husband. Like, what? And I expect the same thing for a grown-ass woman. Like, why are you letting your grown-ass mama run up on me? Like, I don't care what nobody say.
Yeah, I don't think that was appropriate anyway.
Somebody, Lies More Lies said the stepdad started it, though. That's true. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's true.
That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true.
Initiate conflict.
That's true.
But then again, like, I wasn't screaming in the dude's face. I didn't say anything to him.
That's true. But that's the thing.
He was screaming at me, though.
He was screaming at my husband. That's what I'm saying. So, Lies More Lies, I think you might have a point, as far as there's a way that she could have really went about, I guess, addressing it. Like, even if she was going to come back and turn around and say, what is your problem? She could have came back and say, look, that's kind of disrespectful, and I don't want you to feel like I was disrespecting you in that moment. I'm just gonna walk away because I want y'all to talk, but I don't want, I feel like there is a way that you really, really set the tone. But also, I told y'all in one of my last videos, I just don't feel like she should have fought his mama, because a man likes to come to your rescue. If his fucking mama is being a nasty ass, mean ass fucking person to you for no fucking reason, he's going to see through her and see that she's the problem. You don't even have to say anything. You don't even have to intervene, really. What are your thoughts?
I think that if he set the tone, then she shouldn't have to be protecting herself in this situation at the end of the day. His responsibility is to protect her at all, by any means, from any force, from any individual that presents themselves as a threat to his wife. And that's emotionally, that's psychologically, that's mentally. And in this situation, I don't think that he's been equipped with the necessary weapons to be able to protect her in this situation.
Does that make it right?
No, it does not make it right, but I'm just being objective. If we're looking at the factors and what's played into this man's upbringing, was he really ever prepared to be able to handle a situation like this realistically? If his mom, based on who his primary upbringing is, somebody that's coddled him and basically manipulated him into benefiting off of him being a detriment to his community. Do you understand? So I'm sure independent thinking and being able to think for self swiftly on the spot is not something that he's centered around, or his mentality is predicated on. You understand me? So I look at it like, just based on his environment and who he comes from and what her mindset is at. Her mindset is at possession. You understand? I want possession of my son back. I want possession of my son's benefits. It's not about the first thing that came out of her mouth wasn't about, oh, I'm happy to see you. I'm happy to be around you.
Right.
How was your experiences? How did that affect you?
Right.
That wasn't the first thing that was on her mind. The first thing on her mind was getting back what was hers. I came here for my man. You understand me? And
or her money.
Or her money or whatever, whatever guise that she wants to hide it under. So realistically, he shouldn't have been put in this predicament. But as a man, your instincts have to kick in where, okay, this has gone from about me to protecting my wife.
And you know me, I probably would have been like, as soon as she would have popped the question, I probably would have been like, let's not talk about that right now. Let's celebrate him.
Yeah.
And let's talk about it after the party at home. Like when we get to the house. You know what I'm saying? Bite her over and then talk about it there, because I already know it's gonna be an argument.
Yeah. And it's an effective way to deflect these kind of conversations without,
because it's an emotional. It's not necessarily going to be an argument, but it's like, she's emotional about it. He's emotional about it,
and that's not what this occasion was meant for.
Right.
We're not going to address beef at nobody's celebration. We celebrating this man being free from bondage.
Right, and I think that's another thing. I guess Teeny kind of. And I mean, I guess
she probably was offended by that.
Right, but I guess who gives the blueprint on how to be a wife, but yeah. I guess she kind of dropped the ball on that aspect, because she could have, just been a little bit more, she could have just been a little bit more loving in that situation.
Instead
and
of
just
functioning in her trauma
or functioning in the mother's. No, go for it.
I was going to just say, like, being reactive. Instead of being reactive, she should have been more proactive.
Yes.
And gotten ahead of what the mom was trying to do. Because it's apparent what she was trying to do. You understand?
Yeah, I agree. Okay.
Like, you don't spend time with me, you don't do nothing. Like, what did I do?
I just think don't nobody know what I'm going through mentally, mama. This is something new to me. I was locked up almost 17 years, so... You're my mother, and I thank you for everything you've ever done for me. I always loved you, but I'm older now, and I have this down here.
I get it, but at the end of the day, when Teeny ain't gonna be there, I'm gonna be there.
When he said, I've got this down here, that's where I like to say, that's where I can identify as a man, the gap in his understanding of manhood. You understand me? Like, this down here this is your wife. This is your family now. So I understand that he's trying to basically say, I have my family and my obligations down here. I have my responsibilities down here. But that's where he should have made it very clear, set the line in the sand that, Mom, me and your relationship, I love you. Like he said, I appreciate you for what you have, but I have obligations here. I have a family here. I have a legacy here. That's what I think he should have said in that instance instead of this down here. I think that was kind of minimalizing and giving his mom the I would say the opportunity to devalue it and make it more about and overvalue their relationship. You understand? And
well, I don't think he can overvalue his relationship with his mother, because it's his mom.
It is, but his mom.
You know how I feel about a nigga that don't take care of his mom.
No, I understand. You have to take care of your mom for sure. You know who I am. You understand how I'm coming about that. I just think that you have to be able to establish that balance.
Yeah, I agree.
Because one isn't more important than the other. I don't think.
I do.
Do you like, as far as like?
Yeah.
Family, like, we're all family, but there's a priority to it. Because my home is my priority over my mother doesn't mean that my mother is more important than my family, or that my family is more important than my mother. This just means that this is the top of my priority list. You can have priorities that are all very important, but there's a certain thing that you're going to address first, and then you're going to address this. Neither one of them get neglected.
Right.
You understand? It's just an order of operations on how we handle it.
Right.
So if we're being rudimentary about it, I'm going to handle my wife, my kids, my household, and then my mother. That's as far as the family is concerned, mother, grandmother, and things like that. That's just this basic mindset of a man. If I'm not mistaken.
And you actually, your order is grandma, mama.
Yeah, you understand what I mean, right? Yeah, obviously, and it's just. I think he missed a great opportunity to establish the line in the sand with his mom, and give and establish the boundary for his mother, and also garner the respect of his wife and the security in and allowing his wife to feel secure in the fact that he's here.
Right.
No matter what she got going on, no matter what batshit situation she's trying to bring to to our household, he's going to stand up first for his house and then deal with the other things that come after that. You understand? So.
Why do you think I wouldn't be there?
No, I'm saying if you wouldn't. I mean, I don't know.
And even that's just being divisive. Like, that's unnecessary.
Yeah, like why would there ever be an if he would not be there? Like, or if she would not be there, as if the wife would take time off or vacation from her responsibilities as a wife to or a mother to her kids. Like that's suggesting that there's going to be some sort of void, and that's the divisiveness that you
right, especially when she's bringing the ex-girlfriend up and taking money from the ex-girlfriend.
Oh, exactly. So it's like you already are in the corner of the person that would feel the void. You're hoping that she would be out of the picture. So you got the son who's you can manipulate, and you got the ex-girlfriend that you can manipulate. You understand? She can't manipulate Teenie.
Right, and that's why she got a problem with her.
That's why she got a problem with her.
Yeah, that's what they were saying in the comments. Teenie don't give her money.
Yeah, and I'm sure she understand. And I don't know the mom from a can of paint, but it doesn't seem like she would take that and be productive with it, even if that was offered. You understand? Like, look at it. Look at the loyalty look at how she poured back into the son over 18 years that he was gone.
I'm just hypothetically speaking.
Well, to say even when Tenny's not there, what makes you think that I wouldn't be?
I just made a comment. I can't make no comment. It ain't nothing to think about.
When it's to say a matter of time, if means
wait. Can I finish with my son? Lil Rob, what I'm trying to say is, you just basically left us to take her a whole nother family and just.
I'm gonna go over here and get a drink real quick.
So why would you do that? Bye.
Oh, another family is wicked.
You want to speak on that?
Yeah, that is so selfish of you. Take care of a whole nother family. Is this woman came and kept him company while he was in bondage? You were nowhere to be found. Does he have kids with this woman? He doesn't. But does he have kids of his own? Okay, great. So, and if you don't mind me asking, because I just need a little bit of back, because I have to understand kind of to give context to how I speak, so I can speak correctly. He's married to this woman. How long have they known each other? Did they know each other prior to him getting locked up? Okay.
No, I think they've known each other when he was locked up.
So they
met
while he was in prison. Okay, cool. And then he got out. They got married. And how long is this from post him getting from bondage? Like, how long ago was he locked up in reference to this, if you know?
I'm not sure, but if you would like to, we can watch the season from the beginning and come back to them tomorrow, or
I would love to do
in 2 days.
I mean, it's not really whether
we can binge it tonight.
It's not really a matter of whether I want to. Comment section, y'all let me know. Would y'all like me to continue doing reviews on this? Do y'all enjoy my thoughts on this subject? Because I would love to if y'all would enjoy it. Let me know. Leave like a 1 in the comment section if you think
he could do it on the Here for Hot Tea podcast channel.
Yeah, if you guys will tune into the Here for Hot Tea podcast for me to do more content on Teenie, leave a 1 in the comment section.
But yeah, go ahead and finish what you were saying.
Yeah, so I just, like I was saying, I do want to have a little bit more backstory and context on it. Because,
so they got married while he was locked up, but I don't know how long they have been married. Okay, because that's another thing that the mother could be trying to use as a crutch to invalidate their relationship. Right. Is the fact that, okay, she just was with you, just gonna take care of this woman as soon as you get out of jail or get out of prison. But it's like, when I went into prison, they dated in high school.
They dated in high school?
Okay, and then reconnected when he was locked up.
Okay, great.
So 6 years they've been married. 6 years they've been married. And a portion of that was while he was incarcerated. Okay, great. So even at that, when he went into prison, he was
under the age of 18. He was 18, 19, 20 years old. Exactly. So he was a boy. He hadn't when you left him, obviously y'all relationship was going to be that close because he spent those first 18 years up under you as his legal guardian. But over the time that he was gone, like, even though he was in the institution, your mindset still changes. It shifts. You understand that you're eventually gonna have to get out and you're gonna have to start a family, establish yourself. You can't do that being up under your mother all day. Like, that is setting yourself up as a man to be handicapped in the world, because your mama isn't gonna feed you the hard truths that you would have to encounter dealing with the hardships of being a man. Like, your mama is gonna sugarcoat it. I'm telling you,
maybe she won't, but she can't always save you.
She can't always save you. You understand me? She's not going to
like your parents can't always save you.
Exactly.
Nobody can.
Nobody can. And the truth of and he had to spend 18 years facing that, literally. You understand me? Like, whatever period of time that he was in prison, that every day that he was in there was a realization that his mama's not gonna be able to open the doors to his cell and save him. You feel me? So when he got out, I'm sure his mindset was completely different from that it was when he was in the street. So she can't. It's asinine for her to expect that he's gonna be in that same mindset, be able to be utilized in that same capacity that he was when before he got locked up. So I'm not gonna say that the wife handled the situation the best, but this is a pretty unique situation to be injected into. And also, who's to say that any of us will be able to know how to handle this situation correctly? But as a man, that's our responsibility. Like, I don't fault Teenie necessarily for how she chose to handle it. I think that this is I'm sure she was kind of blindsided by it, you know? Like, I seen how she was trying to comfort him because he was even blindsided by it, you know? Like, I'm pretty sure this wasn't the conversation that he was expecting to have with his mama. First time that we've actually got to sit down and have it. As a man, I would really feel insulted. I really feel insulted that you chose to make this day about you.
Right.
You know, like, I'm happy to see you. I'm happy to be around you. I'm happy to be free. I'm happy to be able to enjoy my loved ones in a beautiful setting, and we were able to have a moment together. Don't come over here trying to make it about who got who and who had what. Like, that is really the type of stuff that'll have a man go no contact with his mother. You understand? Like, I like, even the situation with the fight that we had with your stepfather, like, we went no contact after that. This is not we were down there to enjoy and celebrate somebody. We didn't come down there for all that fracas and all this. So I think that her mother needs to be more conscientious and be more cognitive of how she chooses to feel these conversations, but also he needs to be more protective emotionally of his family unit, and understand that he has to be the marshal of what is allowed to enter his matrix, what's allowed to enter his family unit. You understand me? You have to be the first line of security for your family in the ways that I referenced earlier, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. So he dropped the ball on that. And I'm not necessarily blaming him for it, but we have to be objective. If he wants
he has to be accountable for it.
He has to be accountable for it. So you dropped the ball on this. You could have been more instrumental in not allowing this to escalate to this situation. I'll be damned if I let my mother and my mother and my wife get to fisticuffs or get to hooking in the middle of my day. Like, that is where you have to. That's the fight. That's the good fight to fight. You understand? To maintain peace, to maintain unity, even if it makes you uncomfortable, even if it's not you've never seen it done before. Like, there has to be a level of instinct as a man that kicks in, the protective instinct that you are going to protect the sanctity and the peace of this this
no,
occasion.
I'm laughing at lies, more lies.
Really, what's she saying?
She said she agreed with us about the mama. She just said keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, lies more lies. I'm not saying you wrong. Because I genuinely believe people should keep their hands to themselves. I think I look at this situation and I'm just I can only see it from the aspect of I don't know when I'm not around elder women that act like this, so I don't know.
And I also think you operate from you don't know what Teeny's been through. That was another thing that I think me and you spoke about, like
in the mama.
Yeah, in the mama. I don't know what the mother's been through. I don't know what Teeny's been through. To be able to,
but regardless, lies more lies saying she don't give a fuck what nobody been through. Keep your hands to yourself.
And I agree with that. Lies more lies. I'm not promoting the violence. I'm not justifying it. I'm not saying that it was right. I just think that we human. So and Teeny dealt with the situation the best way she could, and Mama dealt with the situation the best way she knew. We know what we know.
Have a good day.
We gotta grow and be better. And be the best versions of ourselves, and putting your hands on elders is not being the best version of yourself. I don't care how you try to cut it, chop it, screw it. We Tech Guy and Here for Hot Tea do not co-sign anybody putting their hands on the elders. That is not the move. That is not what we are here propagating. It's not what we're here promoting. We are just breaking it down objectively, play by play.
Y'all, Tech Guy wouldn't put his hands on the elder.
Hell no.
And I wouldn't necessarily put my hand on the elder, but if an elder is trying to fucking fight me, I'm going to fight.
If an elder want to run down on me, I will four-piece an elder for thinking that.
What are you talking about, an elder, baby? Them old black men with that old man strength. First of all, it don't even that old man strength. You better not let them old men hit you.
I'm not gonna let no.
They gonna tear your ass up.
No, you gonna tear shit up.
Baby, old man strength.
Baby, I am an unk now. I am in that category.
No,
now.
you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
I have graduated to unk.
Baby.
I have nieces and nephews now. So,
like, yes, you are uncle, but what I'm saying is you not, but it doesn't matter. You're uncle. Like, you unk. You not old man.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying?
True.
Like,
that's true.
You know, you might think your daddy or my daddy, like, oh, they old. You know what I'm saying? But you know they strong. Because when you fought my stepdaddy, you know he's strong.
I ain't gonna take it. I ain't gonna cap. He gave me a little run for my money. He gave me a little run for my money.
He did not give you a run for your money. My sisters was jumping in.
They was, and he was.
He didn't give you a run for your money. He was
trying to capitalize as
my
much as he could.
sisters helped him out.
But nah, Tech Guy held it down. At the end of the day, ain't nobody laying nothing on Tech Guy. Check the stats.
My sisters was whooping his ass.
They was trying to. Unjustifiably, they was in the wrong trying to jump on me. But it's cool.
It's okay, y'all, because it's actually not okay. We just laugh. We can laugh about it now, but I'm telling you, we was pissed off in the moment. Like, y'all have no idea.
Yeah, man.
We was pissed off.
Oh, hurt the short man.
Somebody said you didn't help him. Hell no. Help him with what? Fighting my stepdaddy and my siblings? No, I did not help him. No, I did not help him.
Nor did I need her help.
No, I didn't help him.
I didn't need no guy.
I didn't help him at all. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't help him.
I didn't need it. I didn't
I'm
want
not
it.
fighting my sisters. That's just, I've never physically fought my sisters. Y'all understand that? Like, I'm the oldest sister. I've always been their protector. We've gotten into arguments where, like, as siblings, like, we're in the same household. And this has only happened a few times, but, you know, one of my younger siblings, I'm in high school, they think they can buck on me. And so, boom, I got to put them in a chokehold, or I beat them up in the room or something. You know, then you get in trouble by your mom. That type of thing. But if we're talking about, like, a physical fight with my siblings, I have never physically fought my siblings. Ever. I don't have, because I live in a world in which when you fucking put your hands on me, we are done. You understand? I don't give a fuck who you are. Those are boundaries I don't play about. If you put your hands on me, we're done, okay? and I y'all, I was in shock. Okay, I'm not gonna
I
lie.
ain't gonna lie, I was kind of surprised my damn self. I looked around. At first, it was just me and him.
Somebody said, so he had to put hands on the sisters and the dad, and you didn't do anything. No, that's not what happened. He didn't hit my sisters. No, he didn't hit my sisters. He was only fighting my stepdad, and my sisters, they were coming behind him, and they were like hitting him from behind, and they were hitting him from the side,
kicking me.
And I had yoked my sister up, like I grabbed her, the one that was hitting him from in the back. I grabbed her, and I like slung her back, and I just stood there, and I just stared her up and down, and I glared her, and she didn't run back up on him. And I think, that's the thing. Like, she wasn't gonna run up on me and hit me. The fuck? And I wasn't gonna hit her. Like, we've never had that type of relationship. Like, we don't have that type of relationship. Like, I don't know. Somebody said, did you help out? Lies with more lies is on my ass tonight. Listen, yes, I helped out. Like, I didn't just, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all, look.
But he's a man. Like, he don't want me.
Look, y'all.
I don't know.
I'm gonna let me just set the record straight. Thank you. Let me set the record straight, because I don't want y'all thinking just tech out here getting jumped on by women and old heads and no. I'm undefeated in the streets. But what happened is my younger sister-in-law's
we told no, you can't tell the story because we told the story behind. We already told this story, y'all. We told this story in our members only. So if you have my members only, then the video is still up there. But yes, like,
I was protecting her, and these people came out thinking that I was just...
No, my stepdaddy came out trying to fight. Yeah. He was upset that me and my sister girlfriend got into a fight. So me and my sister girlfriend got into a fight. He got upset with my husband because my husband, when he came out...
was actively diffusing the situation.
When my stepdaddy came out, my husband was literally breaking the fight up, trying to diffuse the situation. But my sister girlfriend was trying to fight my husband. And so my stepdaddy, instead of him diffusing the situation, he literally fucking amped it up for no reason.
Used it as an excuse to fight. Like, bro has not liked me since I met him.
And he
was looking for it, dog.
Yeah, he just made
up an excuse.
He made an excuse to fight him. And I was literally screaming at my stepdad. Like, I jumped in front of him. I'm telling y'all, I jumped in front of him before he charged at my husband.
Explained the whole
situation.
I
was like, no, please, no, listen, that's not what happened. That's not what happened. And I'm screaming at him. I'm trying to tell him, I'm like, she started with me and I fought her. Like, I'm trying to explain to him what was happening. But he did not care. He wanted to fight my husband so bad. Like, oh my gosh, it was just so bad. But anyway. Yeah, which is why my sisters was jumping in, y'all. Okay, do y'all get it? That's why my sisters was jumping in, because I wasn't gonna jump in. The fuck, like, I mean, you shouldn't have ran up on him. You ran up on him.
Got beat up,
and then my sisters jumped in, and they shouldn't have done that, but they did that because the elders were instigating the fight. They literally made it worse. The elders didn't diffuse the situation at all.
really pour gasoline on the dang situation and lit the fuses too.
Right. But my grandma and my mom,
why is it okay for the old man to run up on me?
Right. But my grandma and my mom, they're not like that. They were literally in disbelief. Like, they couldn't believe
jaws to the floor.
They couldn't believe it. They were so heartbroken.
I feel bad, man. I didn't want to do that in front of grandma.
They were so heartbroken. It was so bad.
In front of grandma.
It was so bad. It was so bad.
Why would you do that? Hey, what is your problem with me, man?
Okay, hold on. Let me.
Oh my Jesus!
It's going down.
Jesus Christ!
Oh my God!
Stop!
So that happened, all right? Y'all gonna see a little bit more of the fight in a minute because I'm finna play it from the other perspective. Y'all, hold on. Sweetie, kick them out. My cats are in here battling each
they
other.
in here fighting too.
Like, I don't understand what they're
big
doing.
Big cat versus little cat.
Kick them out right now. Okay, so the reason how I know that Teenie isn't really a confrontational person and she didn't really want that to happen is because of her children. And y'all, look at her kids. Like, her kids are in disbelief. That's something. Yes, they've never seen their mother act like that ever, okay? And I've never seen my mom act alone. Let me think. I mean, I've never seen my mom act that way before, really, because she have us.
They never had to lift a finger.
She never had to lift a finger after she had us. Ain't no damn way my mama raising her voice at anybody. I'm telling you. If anybody was making my mama mad at work or anything, I promise you, I would be the reason why she lose her fucking job. And I would pay her bills until, I don't know, but I'm not playing. Ain't nobody finna be messing with my mama, I'm telling you.
And that person who messed with mama had a bad day.
Every last one of them, I'm telling you. Because my mama is, my mama is a very unconfrontational person. Like, she's so unconfrontational. She don't even be getting into the middle of me and my siblings. She don't be in that. Like, so if people are bothering my mama, I take great offense to it, and I'm willing to take it to any level. I'm not playing.
At the end of the day, when Teenie ain't gonna be there, I'm gonna be there.
Well, to say even when Tinny's not there, what makes you think that I wouldn't be? If means
anyway, wait. Can I finish with my son, Lil Rob?
Oof. I'm gonna go over here and get a drink real quick.
Right,
so why would you do that? Bye. Have a good day. Why would you do that?
Hey, what is your problem with me? It ain't no damn problem.
Okay. Hold on. That's where she went wrong. That
was her only foul.
I mean.
She was spotless till then.
That's where she went. I'm talking about she grabbed her face for a very long time.
Yeah.
She had that lady face in her hand for a very long time. Hold on, we gotta play it again.
At the end of the day, when Teenie ain't gonna be there, I'm gonna be there.
Well, to say even when Tinny's not there, what makes you think that I wouldn't be? If means
anyway, wait. Can I finish with my son, Lil Rob?
Oof. I'm gonna go over here and get a drink real quick.
So why would you do that? Bye. Have a good day. Why would you do that?
Hey, what is your problem?
All right, y'all. I'm finna slow it down.
With me?
All right, so she go back. See, she not really in the mama face, in my opinion. Lies, more lies. I mean, she directing her question into the mama face, but look, the mama stand up. They not really in each other face, okay? Okay. All right, look. The mama stepped closer. Then her hand is now up, okay? We got to do this play. Look. She walked forward. Now her hand is up. Now here go the son right here, but he waited too late. Look at that. Oh, my God. Girl. Her feelings are not wrong, really. I agree. But she definitely could have diffused it. I mean, she could have definitely handled this differently.
More cordially.
I feel like she shouldn't have even put the hand up. She could have taken a step
back.
I mean, she shouldn't have even turned. Once she turned around, she had to have a different energy, right? And that's what I'm saying. I like to meet nice nasty with nice nasty. If you're going to be nice nasty to me, I'm going to be nice nasty to you. I ain't ever finna raise my voice just because you being nice nasty and make myself look like the villain, because I've always grown up like that. So I think that's also probably why I have this mindset, because that's how my stepmom was. That's why my dad never really, my dad thought my stepmom was this nice, kind person, but the bitch was fucking evil. But she never raised her voice or yelled or anything, even though she wouldn't cook us food and would only cook her son food, or would tell her son to only, clean up his side and do petty shit, like only take her son out the house or whatever. even though she was doing that stuff and doing those things, and I'm a human, and I'm a kid, and naturally animosity is going to build up to where I'm going to be angry and lash out and react. My daddy couldn't see me as a child, and he saw his wife, oh, so innocent, so sweet, she don't raise her voice or anything, and then I come from the woman that despises him, so he said. Well, he didn't say I come from the woman that despises him, but I'm just saying, you know, he said my mom despises him, which is not the truth. But yeah, girl, this right here is a no. Yeah. Teeny, she shouldn't have touched her, man. She shouldn't have touched her. Oh, but the mama got her little clock in the head now. Y'all see her clock her ass in the head? Okay, hold on. Look at him. He trying to defuse it. And look, this is ultimately what she wants. She wanted, and I'm sorry, I just have to call that out. She wanted to get her to a point to where she looks as if she's the aggressor trying to attack his mama. He's fighting his wife, and she can sit back and watch it happen. And you can see she get comfortable at one point because she think like, oh, her son is going to be able to, you know, have her back throughout this entire situation, until she realized tiny little small ass kind of fucking strong and pushed his ass all the way back in her. Look at, I'm talking about she getting around, girl. I don't think we want to see her in the street right now. She getting around now. If she wanted to hit his mama, she really can hit her. I don't think she really wanted to. Oh, look at the mama now. She doing This is not good at all. This is not good at all. Look at the mama. She finna hit her with another little slow ass swing. And look at Teeny mama. See, Teeny mama raised right. Right? It's always the girl moms. The girl moms always doing shit like this. All the bitches that got sons always showing their ass like this. Like, I just don't understand what your problem is. Look at this. Like, girl, do you really think you can fight this young ass girl?
You gonna lie, she moving.
She is moving.
Mm-hmm.
She is
Bro
moving.
Got enough.
She moving.
Bro got enough to hold it down.
She moving. She getting around that thing. And
he's trying.
And that's the thing.
He's trying his very best.
I know, and I'm laughing.
Trying. He don't know. He's not trying to hurt nobody. It's hard, bro. You just try to keep them from exchanging blows and not get blowed you down.
I'm laughing because although we would never be in this situation, never say never, right? But although we would never be in this situation, I'm not fucking hitting. I don't got time for that. But although we wouldn't be in this situation, I'm laughing because imagine the other time, like, you trying to stop me and I could just, he's big and strong.
But she's so agile.
But
oh,
I mean, it's nothing to maneuver out of his
She would
look.
crawl between my damn legs so quick, I'd be...
Or he'll try to or he'll think he got a strong grip. All you gotta do is suck your waist in a few notches, you know, maneuver through that little arm crack. You got a small little arm crack to maneuver through. You get your head through.
I don't know how she knows how to do this, guys. I've never put her in a predicament to be like this. She must have done research before. Yeah. How you learned this, man?
You know who my siblings are.
Oh, yeah. Facts.
You know how we get down.
You Royal Rumbling it out.
No, we good ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my Jesus.
Teeny getting...
Jesus, she's put both of them down.
This is not funny.
And then who's this lady in the green right here?
That's her mom.
She's so unproblematic.
You know that's how my mama would be.
She don't want no smoke. She just looking like
your
that.
mama wouldn't do this though.
I don't think so either.
Your mama would not do this.
My mama's different, bro.
Your mama wouldn't do this. If anything, his mama would talk all the shit about me behind my back.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
She not gonna do this. Like, she not gonna do this.
I don't think so.
She not gonna do this. Mm-hmm. If she got any feelings.
She worried about going to jail. She ain't trying to do this.
Yeah, her mama would. His mama would.
She an LBC, law-abiding citizen.
Yeah, and then his mama think that Black Americans. Okay, let me not do that. Let me not. No, we're not gonna talk about it. But look at how. Look at.
Oh no, I made a fool. My baby.
That's bad. I ain't ever trying to be this old on TV looking like this.
Hell no, it's not a good look.
That's sad. I don't know.
Poor bro.
What would you do if you was in this situation with your children?
Like, if my kid was going through this with...
Like, I told you that if we have children and our children are having hardships in their relationship, I don't want to be too vocal about our opinions. Like, I just want to be able to give them advice and keep them
sound,
motivated.
objective advice that's encouraging and is in their best interest.
And I'm talking about advice like, let's say they're having hardships in their relationship. I want to be like, I want to be able to tell my daughter, go take yourself on a date, or let's go out, to dinner. Let's go to a spa. Let's just, refocus your mind type of thing. Like, I don't want to be sitting around gossiping with my daughter about her relationship woes. Because I also understand, like, what I went through, it didn't really matter what anybody said to me. I was always going to do what I wanted to do. So I just want to gear them in the right direction. So,
without manipulating them.
Right. So if I feel like my daughter is in a relationship with a man that means her no good, I don't want to. Right. I want to tell her, like, I don't think he's the best for you. I think you can do better. But if you like him, I want to support you on that. But just encourage her to have,
I'm not trying to
some
sway
self-love and some, because if I can continue to pour into her and show her how valuable she is, I feel like she wouldn't need to hold on or latch on to a relationship that means her no good, especially if her daddy does it. Because I'm always be
an institution in her life. I'm gonna always be an institution that's pouring life into you.
Right.
So even on the other side of that coin with my son, like, I'm gonna be giving him like advice on how to be more romantic, bro, how to be more understanding, how to put your pride to the side, how to conquer your ego. You understand? Because those, like, just like how women struggle with being able to see a man for who he is, or to understand if he really has the best intentions for you. I want to encourage my son to be the best man that he can be for the best woman in his life, for the woman that he's choosing to be a part of. I'm gonna encourage him, bro. Flowers, dates, rub her feet from time to time. Understand, like talk to her, really understand, like pour into her. Actually, like, put your ego down for a second, put the game down for a second, cut the game off for a second, and actually, like,
emotionally intelligent adult.
Be an emotionally intelligent adult. Like, understand your partner. You dig? Like, understand where she comes from in her traumas, and don't just sit around her for the surface level things. You understand?
Well, I don't necessarily want him to be doing that for all his girlfriends.
Obviously.
And I don't necessarily want my daughter to be doing that for all her boyfriends.
True, but I want to encourage my kids to
if they
find somebody that is true to who they think that their life should be based around, then I'm gonna give them the best advice possible. But I'm not gonna, you're right.
I want my children to not date people with traumas.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's literally impossible because we're all human.
We all have our own individual
but not
traumas.
The traumas that are like life threatening. Like, obviously. Traumas like,
I like a boy who likes pow pows and riding with pow pows.
Like, I don't want that.
No, or a boy who's riding who's like in love with the party girl, or the girl that's not like that's not centered around her future, or centered around like the values that his mother embodied. You understand me? So that's where it is. Like, I want to be able to tell my son, like, dog, she's no good for you. The same way you could tell your daughter that my daughter that he's not good for you. You understand?
What about when it comes to your daughter and giving her advice on men? You don't want to be overbearing, because remember I told you how my daddy got me to leave this to not talk to this ghetto boy. Y'all, I used to talk to this ghetto boy, and I had no business. I had no business talking to this ghetto boy. I'm telling y'all, I had no business talking to him. But I was just at this phase in my life where I was just trying to talk to anybody that wasn't my daddy. my mama and my daddy relationship was, I mean, they had already divorced, but they just couldn't get. I mean, my mama was remarried at this time. My daddy was remarried at this time, but they still just couldn't get. I had so much shit going on
my own end.
Right,
I
but
couldn't be busy unpacking y'all stuff.
right. But I had I started dating this ghetto boy, and my grandma had caught wind that I was dating this ghetto boy. And she had called my daddy, and she had cussed my daddy out. Yeah, and call her, and I tell her to tell you the story. She had called my daddy, and she had cussed my daddy out or whatever, because my daddy, I guess, was so mad at my mama to where he wasn't paying attention to what I had going on, and my grandma was trying to tell him. So my daddy had drove all the way to where we was or whatever, and then he had came to like pick me up, and so I had introduced him to the boy. Remember I told you this story? Yeah, I introduced him to the boy, and then we hung out for a little bit, and then when we dropped the boy off to his house, my daddy sat in the car and he said, "You can't ever talk to him again." That's what my daddy said to me, y'all. He met him, we hung out with him or whatever. My daddy dropped him off at his house, and then my daddy was like, "You can't ever hang out with him again." And my daddy didn't like him because this ghetto boy, one, he was ghetto, right? That was an issue. Not because he was ghetto, but it was the fact that the type of boy he was, one of them hood boys. And then it was also because the boy had made a joke in front of my daddy and said I was ugly, and I don't know, my daddy just did not like that. He was never. You remember back in the day when we was joking around in school and we'd be like, "Boy, you ugly," stuff like that.
Yeah, but like in a flirty way, kind of. Like,
yeah, that's kind of what I guess what he was doing. But my daddy said it didn't matter. That's not. That's not. We ain't condoning that. Right. That's not how you flirt around these parts. Right. That's basically what he was teaching me.
Dad was like, "Not right here, partner."
Right. And so when we was driving back to my daddy's house, because he was taking me from my mama house, he was like, "Well, you're not doing right at your mama house," so he was taking me from my mama house. Right. That's why I say when people say, "Oh, your daddy wasn't involved," like, y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. My daddy is a narc. He wasn't not in my life. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, so we was driving back to my daddy's house because I was gonna go and live with him now. He told me, he was like, "You can't never talk to the boy again." I didn't listen to him, and I snuck behind his back and I was talking to the boy. Matter of fact, I cried in the car. He was like, "I can't believe you crying over this boy," or whatever. And then he drove me back or whatever. I ended up going behind his back to talk to the boy for anyways. And then the boy ended up, doing what hood boys do. He like went to jail. Then he got out of jail. Then he got another girl pregnant and all this crazy stuff. And then I went and told my dad like what happened.
And he ain't even.
And
he showed you grace.
Yeah, it's not he showed. Yeah, we just was able to talk about it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he was still upset.
Yeah.
At the fact that you went behind his back. But
yeah.
He didn't lash out at you because of his ego.
But also when it came to the boy, he didn't overdo it. Like trying to keep me in the house or, going through my phones or taking my phones. He just told me, "You are not allowed to date him anymore. You can't date him no more." And he would, he took me away from that environment or whatever. And then what I'm saying is he provided me an outlet to be able to come back to him and let him know, like, "Look, I did wrong. I went behind your back and I told to him anyways." And he ended up doing exactly what you said he would do.
But that's good fathering. I mean, that's really good fathering. He established a foundation for y'all to communicate and for you to feel comfortable enough to come to him and be open. So
narcs can be good. Narcs can be good sometimes.
He ain't all bad.
Hell no! You bitch!
She's saying "fuck you, bitch" to his mama. Like, that's crazy.
You took my son, bitch!
Oh no, the mama is saying "fuck you, bitch. You took my son, bitch." Oh no, that's weird. Okay, F her. Look at Tiny. Oh my gosh. Should they arguing like this her baby daddy?
You don't give a about nobody, huh?
Oh my god.
Hey, it is over! I'm not playing. It's over.
You can have her.
Like, you can have her. Duh, that's his wife. Why are you saying that?
You saying that like you finna go home with the man. Like, that's crazy.
Like, y'all see how that verbiage is weird and it's very telling of her mindset?
That's emotional incest at its finest. Like, that is nothing but that.
Like, because what do you mean you can have her? Duh, he have her. That's his wife. You're his mother. He wants you to be. He don't want you.
You can't occupy that space.
That's weird.
You cannot.
You can. She can have you. You can have
As
her.
if you got a real.
As if he was choosing between y'all. That's some weird shit.
Why can't he have both? Why does it have to be mutually exclusive?
Right.
A man should be able to have a healthy relationship with his mother and also have a healthy relationship with his wife, and they never have to intervene with one another.
Mm-hmm.
That's where that's the issue with these.
Ooh, a sonsman.
A sonsman, but that's the issue with men not being present in the home. He didn't have a man in his home when he was growing up, did he?
I guess not.
Because like this is outrageous. This is really outrageous. But this goes on way more often than people like to speak about, and it plays into a lot of the downfalls of us as black men. Not enough male presence in the home to be able to establish the boundaries and also separate. Certain things need to be separated. Like a mother and a son should never have a relationship this this level of emotional connection was only meant for a man and his spouse is all I'm saying.
Right.
Like this level of angst and anger towards this woman, like he's cheating on you with his wife.
Like it's crazy.
It's crazy. Like let the man have his family. Like he spent all his childhood. He devoted his whole childhood to you basically. I'm sure he knows things about your past relationships that he shouldn't even understand or conceptualize.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Like
He gonna have forever. You teeny.
yeah, he gonna be
Bitch.
That's crazy.
Right. You could be with her forever.
That's his wife. That was the
Right.
point.
Why did you come back and get her face like that?
That was the wrong question to ask. That was the wrong question to ask.
I wanted to pause that
Dog,
so bad.
why are you checking her about? Okay, if it would have been like, why'd you mush her? I would have been all right, bro.
Right.
That was the right question.
Thank you.
Why you mushing my mama, bro?
Right.
Like that's another thing.
Right. But you in my face talking about why you
did
had
you-
to turn back like that. When was you gonna say something to your mom?
Why did she have to say that slick ass shit when I was trying to diffuse the situation and walk away?
Right. I just don't like
She
how
was being more grown up.
right. I just don't like how people always want the younger adults to be more mature than the elders. That's just really what I don't like.
No, my bad. I wasn't born in 1980.
If she is disrespectful to me, why the fuck can I not be disrespectful to her?
Or stand up for myself. It don't even gotta be disrespectful towards her, but I think that she was standing up for herself, realistically, other than the mush.
Yes, that's right, baby.
Up
but
until the
I'm
mush.
just saying disrespectful because they're saying it's disrespectful in the comments.
What, disrespectful to do what? To
I don't know. They were saying don't be disrespectful.
I mean, I just think it's a fine line between being disrespectful and actually like standing up for yourself. Because,
I agree.
Like I said,
I don't think she was disrespectful, but her turning around and screaming, "What is your problem?"
She kind of reneged on her making the best decision that she could
Yeah,
have. Like
yeah.
you really made the best decision by because if
Walking
somebody,
away.
if this person at this occasion don't give a damn about her son being free and cares more about getting possession of her son's attention, you're not gonna win no argument with that kind of person, and you have to have that kind of foresight to stick with your first gut and walk the fuck off, because clearly you are triggered. So, and nobody operates in their best self when they are acting after being triggered. I don't care who you are. You're not in your right state of mind. You're now functioning in your trauma, and you're never gonna make the best decisions, i.e. mushing this man, your mother-in-law. That is what it is. You folded to your trigger instead of being an adult. And I'm not saying that the mother was right for her line of questioning, but if you see a crazy person, if two fools are arguing and two people see two fools arguing from afar, they're not gonna know who the fool is. If you sitting there arguing with a clown,
She shouldn't have put her hands on his mama.
he should not
But
have.
she could have had even if she would have had an argument going back and forth with her, I can deal with that because sometimes mamas be wrong. Some mamas be wrong. People would have, understood her. But the minute she put her hands on her, it was a no.
Yeah, you lost. You all credibility and leverage that you would have had in this argument were gone. Because you at the end of the day, like we've been talking about for the last hour and a half, You don't put your hands on nobody.
Right.
Especially your elders. This woman is pushing probably 60, 70 years old.
Right.
It don't need to be pinning her to no damn
Nah,
shit.
the way she act, and she was getting his UGG money. She one of them young moms, so she probably like in her 50s.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm not trying to be shady.
Yeah, not trying to.
But how old he is, how she looks, she probably like in
She look very youthful. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, she probably like in her 50s.
In her 50s, yeah. Excuse me.
But you never know with these damn black ladies.
You never know, because they be looking young.
Uh-huh.
But they be like, I'm 76.
Right.
You look like you're 41.
Right.
Like, how was I so off?
How the hell I supposed to guess you fucking 76 walking around here looking like you 42?
All this dang misrepresentation you got going on. You tricking me.
Be fonding a mug.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling
Yeah.
you. Shout out to 41 Fit, man.
Yes. 41 Fit is so beautiful.
I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Yes,
And
we
she-
love her, and I'm saying we love her, but but when we were doing our you remember when we were doing our majiggy,
Yeah.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
She's so beautiful and youthful and just so beautiful.
Full of
I
life.
think she told us, I don't even know how old she told us she was. I think she told us she was like fucking 50.
Who?
41 Fit.
No, she was like old. She was a little bit older than that, baby.
That is
She
crazy.
was a little bit older
Have
than
you
that.
seen her?
Yeah. Have y'all seen her dance? Like, have y'all seen her like on the dance floor?
No, not that's 41 Fit.
That's her, baby. The older woman. I'll pull it up.
Oh yes, from the yes.
Who's Mel's trainer?
No, that's Miss Deborah.
That's Miss Deborah. Oh.
41 Fit. Do you
But-
know who 41 Fit is? Or you talking about Miss Deborah?
Yeah, I'm talking about Miss Deborah. Excuse
I'm
me.
talking
y'all.
about 41 Fit.
I got them mixed up. Excuse me, but I'm talking about Miss Deborah, who trains Mel. That's
she
who I'm-
fine too.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about 41 Fit.
Well, I apologize.
Wait, what's Miss Deborah's name? Handle.
I think it's Miss Deborah on Instagram.
Her business handle. It's Fit what?
I don't know off the top of my head, but you know who I'm talking about, right?
Yes, Miss Deborah.
We seen that mimosas with the second mimosas with Melody, and we seen that
you sat next to her.
I sat next to her. And she was at the last event that we went to recently in Atlanta.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
she was with Miss Estet.
Yeah, Mr. Stet Noir.
Estet so beautiful too.
That's another one. That's another one that'll have you wondering.
Yeah,
Like
she looked like my mom.
Oh, so that's a fact.
Like my mama is so
Your
beautiful.
mama will have the average man thinking that she out here 31, 32.
Yeah. Estet is so beautiful.
Okay.
Y'all, my bad. But Bid Fitness. That's what it is. That's what it is, baby.
Bid Fitness.
It's
yeah.
Bid Fitness.
Your followers don't.
But the thing is, because I be saying 41 Fit is so beautiful. Like I think 41 Fit is so beautiful, trending. Like I've never been a hating ass bitch. Okay, so I be talking about like, oh my gosh, like I can't believe she is whatever. And I believe 41 Fit told me she was like 50. I could be wrong, and when she told me, I was like, what the fuck? You're how old? Cause they're so beautiful. But my husband loved Miss Deborah. Like he is obsessed with her. Like he thinks that she is so beautiful and so fit, and he loves that. We were all at the same events. I have met and talked to you twice. Lies more lies, yes. Okay, but what's your name? Cause don't tell me your name if you don't want to tell me here, but tell me your name in DM, because I don't be knowing y'all YouTube handles. The only YouTube handle I know is Veronica, I believe. And I gotta reach it back out to her because I wanted to show her some YouTube stuff. And then I know a Stat Wars YouTube handle, and then I know Pretty Fly Girl YouTube handle. But yeah, YouTube handles to put a face with a name. I only know a few. Somebody said Mama knows she pushes 62. I'm just saying. But Teeny's still wrong. Yeah. She knows she pushes 60. Like, she wrong. Yeah, Big Fitness. Here for hot tea. Miss Deidre. Yeah. So y'all, all y'all need badges. So all y'all need badges. What you mean we need badges? The first time I met you, you took a pic for me with Marcus at the live podcast. Are you red? Get your ass out of my room. These cats are so bad. Lies, 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 and more lies. Name tags, girl. Oh, so y'all need badges. Wait, who need name tags? You talking about for the people? My bad, y'all. I'm trying to see what Miss Deidre is saying. Yeah, for the people, because we don't be remembering names.
Why?
I just, man, you can blame me. I don't care. Take me
You ain't
home.
blaming. Hey,
He talking about why? The man is hurt, child. The man is hurt. Oh, her voice was her name tag.
Your mama got attitude for what? For what?
Oh,
You sat in the same
hey, chill out. I told you about that.
Get out my face.
girl. But yeah, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and close out this video, child. I'm tired. And are y'all gonna be doing meals? Are y'all gonna be doing the fast? I'm gonna be doing the fast. That's why I'm finna go ahead and get off. Y'all know I got a lot of stuff going on. I'm gonna go ahead and get on a prayer line, child. But I got a lot of stuff going on. Like, y'all know my car had just got messed up. Like, I'm just so annoyed about that. And it's gonna be getting fixed soon. The man that's supposed to be fixing it, his little raggedy ass, told us, let me see, Rob better learn how to fight because Teeny, in my opinion, got a temper. Girl, Teeny not gonna hit him. The girls that be having a temper, because me, like, I have a temper. It's so funny, right? Because I do have a temper. I genuinely do have a temper. I think, like, I feel like I get angry at dumb people. Like, I don't like dumb people. But Rob is a very calm, relaxed person. And the girls that be having tempers, when they be getting those cool, calm, collected men, they just be so calm and chill. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Teeny don't strike me as the type of person that really has a temper. Because her kids look like they ain't never even seen her ass yell. So I don't know. Teeny got some licks in on Rob mama. On Rob and his mama. Girl, Rob mama had popped her ass in her. Rob mama popped her ass on the side of her head so fast. Girl, I would have looked back at that and been mad all over again. But yes, Rob mama popped her ass in her head now. Rob mama was swinging now. Teeny, yeah, Teeny, you know, mushed her or whatever. But Rob mama, I don't know how old the lady is, but she sure was, you know, swinging now. She had one on the previous season with the mama. They almost fought then. That's crazy. And I don't know now, child. I ain't never really been in no situation like that. Like, because I just don't deal with all of that. Like, I don't deal with all of that. I really don't. If you disrespectful to me, you're not gonna see me no more. And that's just what it's gonna be. But yeah, y'all, let me go ahead and get up out of here now, child. I'm tired. I gotta get on this prayer line now. Y'all, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. It was good talking to y'all. I really appreciate everybody. And am I missing anything? Is there anything I need to tell y'all? My mug's coming soon. I never do my tags. We will be safe. Thank you. Thank y'all. Have a good one.